Hey beautiful souls, welcome in. Love, light and blessings to each and every one of you. I hope you're all well. This is your karmic partner reading. I'm doing a series of karmic partner readings. You can see the playlist down below. Yes, I'm putting playlists into the description box so that you can view your favorite videos. Okay, we're starting with the Hidden Truth Oracle. We drew this to use today, so that's interesting. Karmic partner, what do they want to know? Ooh, I hide behind material things. This is like the King of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody who is highly materialistic. They love you with their money. They love you with gifts. They love you by working hard for you. Oh, I keep a roof over your head. I do this for you. But they don't generally offer you a great deal of loving support. Yes, this is a person who is not able to express their emotions. They're not able to support you in practical ways. They feel very traditional in their way of doing things. They do the work, you do everything else. And it doesn't matter. You may work, you may have children, you may look after the house. You do everything, and this person does a 9 to 5. They have a very old-fashioned view that by being masculine, by working, by offering finances and offering you material stability, that is enough. Yet they will watch you and they will see you running around like a chicken. You can't cope, kids are going wild. You're trying to get them to the babysitter, to the daycare, to school. Then you come home and you've got to organise the dinner. Yes, and then they complain when you start buying takeout. Oh, okay, and that's quite a download. I hide behind material things. And then we have secret spirit message. Spirit heard your voice and prayers. Spirit heard your voice and prayers. And we also have, this will succeed. This is what you're wishing for. You're wanting this to work. You're wanting things to succeed. You're also seeking abundance in your life. Not necessarily hiding behind material things, but certainly comfort is something that's on your agenda. Yes, let's find out more. We have the energy oracle cards. We'll just get one of these. Or two. We'll have two. Thank you. And we have, oh, broken heart. Yeah, broken heart. Yes. You're just not really receiving the love, the nurturing that you genuinely need. Material things are not enough for the human being to survive on. And number 9, alone. Yes, you're afraid of being alone. You're wondering if going it alone is something that you can do. Do you have the strength for this? The answer is yes, and you will succeed. 9 is also hermit energy, taking time to retreat, taking time to heal. This person could have heart issues, this King of Pentacles. In reverse, I'm getting they could have heart issues, or you do. And a lot of this has to do with the stress and strain of your life and not really receiving the love, the gratitude, just those arms around you. Yeah, feeling like you need a big hug. Yeah, you want to be valued for you rather than being valued. Well, you're not being valued, are you? You know, with that download that I just received. Oh, there's 3 cards. And we have, oh, the thinking woman in reverse. Yeah, you just can't think straight. This is the Queen of Swords in reverse. Sorrow, heartache, and heartbreak. You really want this relationship to succeed. You really are praying for a great outcome, for the best. You've left no stone unturned. The Queen of Swords uses the intellect. They find information. They connect with psychologists and they connect with marriage counselors, you know, these sorts of things. You've left no stone unturned. There's nothing more for you to learn from this situation other than to value yourself more, that you are more important than this. You may have children and this is also bothering you. You're wondering how you can have a better life for yourself and for your children. You're just worn out and worn down. There's widow energy here as well. There could be a loss of a partner that was unexpected and you found yourself alone. Yes, we all end up alone sooner or later. And loneliness is not something to fear. But you've done all you can do. 47, 74, 11. You need to get onto your rightful path. Have the strength and have the self-love and the love of your family to bring harmony to this situation. Yeah, needing to retreat, definitely. Depression here also, anxiety and stress. You could be in the middle of getting over all of this. You're looking back, broken relationships that you really wanted to succeed. You prayed for a perfect marriage, a perfect partner, that things would work out in the long run. But when somebody is rigid and unwilling to change, it makes things very, very difficult. Yes. This is a person who knows what they're doing, but for some reason they have some demon sitting on them and they just cannot do what you want them to do. But as soon as you leave them, they start doing all the things you wanted them to do. And you don't want them to change. You just want to go back to the beginning, to when things were free and easy. When you have a wonderful partner who dotes on you, who loves you, who goes out of their way for you, and then something changes within the relationship once you're kind of trapped, yeah, you just want them to go back to who they were when you met them. So feeling trapped as well, trapped in your own mind, trapped in dark thoughts. You have all the information that you need and you will succeed in your life. You just need to face your future and be brave. And then we have 48, 84, 12. We have the Angel of Balance. So we're going from 11 to 12. And the Angel of Balance is the Archangel Michael, the protector. This child is an angel as well. Perhaps you work with children or you want to protect your child. There's a young girl child here, and really putting your children first is the most important thing. And this relationship may not be abusive in obvious ways to a child, but how we treat each other in our relationships is a learning process for our children. So when we respect one another, our children grow up with respect. If you have a masculine disrespecting you and you have masculine boys, ultimately they will grow up and treat their feminines the same way their father did. And with the daughters, if the daughters feel neglected, if they feel as though that they're not really in tune with their father, then their self-esteem goes downhill. Daughters get their self-esteem from the father. It's important for fathers to tell their daughters how beautiful they are, protect them, read to them, pay them attention. So there's neglect here with the Queen of Swords in reverse. You may have suffered from abandonment issues and neglect since you were a child. You may have had a heart operation or had to have an operation of some kind when you were a baby or when you were a child. But you need to be more strategic in planning to move away. But temperance here, there's no point screaming, shouting. It's time just to go stone cold. It's time to not respond to this person or this situation. And it's interesting, if you're with a narcissist or a sociopath, as soon as you stop fighting for the relationship, as soon as you stop fighting with them, as soon as you ignore them, it's interesting how their suppressed energy, King of Pentacles in reverse, it's interesting how their suppressed energy comes forward and they can often end up committing an act of violence. So from the most unexpected people, an act of violence can come if they are repressed or suppressed in some way. So the angels are here to guide you. You have very strong sensitive intuition. You have an angel to protect, or you are the angel and you need to protect yourself moving forward. But you're being guided in the right direction, and with the Angel of Balance here, it's time to find balance. Work-life balance, family life balance, health is very important, because broken hearts can become a real thing that has no cure, in the way that often widows or people who have an unexpected shock when it comes to losing a partner, they can suffer from broken heart syndrome. There could also be some kind of doctor that you might need to see regarding this, some professional. But also the thinking woman in reverse, needing to take your own advice. You're probably a very good advisor to your friends. You've always been there for others, and now it's time to be there for yourself and your loved ones who you need to protect is what I'm getting. Right. So let's keep going. That's a big long message. I could have done that without the cards. Okay. And we have, oh, you're not going to believe it, 4 of Pentacles. There's that King of Pentacles sitting on his throne, clinging. This person's a keeper. Like, they're not going to leave you in a hurry, but at the end of the day, you're going to be forced to leave them because it's just untenable. Yeah, 9 of Swords in reverse. You know, you've had to put up with a lot. Dark nights of the soul, a lot of negative communication, feeling very lonely within this relationship. And often we can feel more lonely in an unloving relationship than we do if we're simply on our own. And loneliness isn't something that we need to fear. It's actually a lesson in how to be alone. So we're cutting away all that codependency. Yeah, and all that negative self-talk, knowing that you can succeed and become a whole person. There's an element here of cruelty in your life that stems from childhood. And the angels have always been with you, or you've always talked to the angels, or you've always been in contact with the unseen forces, imaginary friends, these kinds of things. Yeah, like people are afraid of the witches under the bed, but it's the witches in real life that we need to fear. So again, but the 9 turns into a 6. So you're hoping for some kind of reconciliation, or you prayed for a reconciliation. You just wanted things to go back to normal. But see, this is Taurus. You know, Taurus is very slow, stubborn energy. No, they're not happy, but they're unwilling to change. They want you to bend to their will. They want you to become them. And see, hiding behind many material things. Yeah. Look at the light coming in, it's beautiful. Yes, stand in the light. It's time to leave this person behind. They're unwilling to change. Nothing you can do can change them back into who you thought and believed they were. But then that's the mark of a beautiful soul, an innocent soul, somebody who sees the best in others or brings out the best in others until they don't. This is a person who only works, and they will not shoulder the responsibility of anything else, of children, of like, this is kind of like a person who should just be what the old-fashioned people call a bachelor. They should never marry. Like, they should never marry, never have children, because they're just focused on their work, on themselves. Yeah, strong narcissistic energy here. They hold on to their stability. Yeah, they cling to everything. This is a person who clings to their job. They get fired, but they still turn up the next day until the boss just has to take them back. Like, this is that kind of energy. I worked with somebody like that in media, Chrissy. The boss kept firing her, and not because she was doing a bad job, it's just that she was really hard to deal with, I suppose. But she was really good at her job. And yeah, she just kept coming back, so they kept paying her. It was yeah, quite funny. So Capricorn, no, Taurus, is it? Oh no, it's Taurus. I'm getting Capricorn here though as well. And then we have the Princess of Cups, love, children, innocence, a new beginning, healing this broken heart. You're going to look back and realize how much turmoil and how much darkness that this person put you into, how much negative thinking, like they want you to become them, but this person is a clinger and they're negative and they have dragged you down far enough. But moving forward is a little bit difficult for you. You're uncertain, but you need to move away and find peace with the Princess of Cups. You just can't handle any more drama. Princess of Cups or the Page of Cups can talk about drama, but a lot of emotional turmoil. You need to find a more peaceful way of living, otherwise it will actually literally physically start to become a heart issue. Let's get another one. And we have, the Princess of Wands in reverse. So that is, you know, trouble. It's bad news. It's quarrels. It's fighting. It's resistant. You could have 2 daughters Yes, you could have 3 daughters, or you could have 3 sisters, or this is you're one of 3 females. But the Princess of Wands in reverse, you know, you just feel dulled down. You just feel like you need to dull yourself down in order to fit in. With the Thinking Woman in reverse, it's like you are a very intellectual, intelligent person and knowledgeable, but at the end of the day, you feel like it hasn't served you any purpose. That's interesting. You feel like it's all just been a waste of time. Yeah, you've just lost your mojo, you've lost your passion with the Princess of Wands in reverse. You're willing to love, but you're afraid of quarrels. You just don't want to put up with SHIT anymore. You just don't want to put up with cruelty anymore. Your intuition seems to be wonky, but your intuition isn't wonky. We know when we meet these people, we see the red flags, but we refuse to pay attention to the red flags because we think that this is it, because we think we're in love with them, and we are in love with them. You put so much love into this person, you put love everywhere you go, and now you're just kind of deciding to cut it all out, cut all the drama out of your life. Yes, is what you need to do. And it's like storms in a teacup. It's like the smallest of things frustrate you and bother you, whereas before they never did. So your resilience and your resistance to and tolerance levels are diminishing. You know, you're feeling like you need to put your light out, dim yourself. Oh, that's what I was trying to say. Yeah, you're intelligent and you feel like you've got to dim yourself to fit in. You don't have to do that at all. But there is cruelty here. Yes. It's like War and Peace. You're writing a novel. And then we have the 9 of Wands. Somebody who's resistant to change, somebody who's paranoid, somebody who just wants to win at all costs. In the traditional Rider-Waite, this is a wounded warrior, but in this is somebody who's defiant, and it's in reverse. So somebody's very defiant and unwilling to change, and see the 9 turns into a 6. Now they're waiting and wanting. They're now putting themselves out there. They're trying to entice you back. But also if they've entered into another relationship, if they've ended up with someone, you know, traded you in for a younger model maybe. And the interesting thing is, like, we think that trading someone in for a younger model is like, you know, 50s, 60s, trading in for 20s, 30s. But Tom Cruise is very interesting with his Scientology, which is, you know, the highest is the 33-degree Mason or whatever. Well, you know, they follow the Masonic, even though they call it Scientology. So it's interesting that he divorced Nicole Kidman when she turned 33, and I think he did with the first one as well. So 33 is significant for him, and he's had 3 wives, so he's not marrying anymore, you know, number 3. It's kind of has that vibe. So, yeah, so now they want to reconcile with you. They're having to receive their karma as well. Also be careful of blood pressure and fire. Oh, and there's the Queen of Swords in reverse. Yeah. You know, sorrowful. When is the sorrow going to end? When are you going to heal? Perhaps they're saying how cruel you were. Maybe you did lay some cruel truths onto this person. Sometimes what people perceive as cruel is merely the truth. So, yeah. So they're receiving their karma as well. There could be a child that doesn't speak to their father in all of this as well, with the Princess of Wands in reverse. So I'll just get a couple of these. So what's the upshot, the outcome of all of this? Thank you. Whoa, the outcome. The Tower and the Magician. Yeah, the Strength card. The Strength card. It's time to be strong. It's time to go out into the world. It's time to be brave and courageous. You're being guided. And then the 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, this person also kept you in a third party. And see this older dude? I don't know if you can see properly with the light. You know, with these 2 young maidens. This is like the Lover's card, but instead of the wife crone and the maiden, you know, on the side, this person's got 2 going, eating out of the palms of their hand. 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, they throw money on everybody else. They throw gifts and shower gifts on everybody else. They're a heartbreaker. They're a player. Yes, they don't appear to be with Pentacles here. Pentacles are generally seen as loyal and keepers. That's because they want to keep you at home doing all the work, making their life easy while they're entertaining others. It seems they're generous with their time and attention to everyone but you. But also this Six of Pentacles, this masculine here, they could have very long dark hair or very tight curly hair. They could be culturally different to you if you're European, because we have the European princess here, the Nordic princess. Yes, yeah. You're also very, very generous. But yeah, they could actually have a heart problem, a heart condition, and this could also be the bad news. There could be something here to do with blood and blood pressure, that kind of thing as well. So, but that, yeah, because we have the Tower here, there's a big shift about to occur, needing to let go of the ego, needing to, needing to come into balance, needing to take responsibility for our own actions. But the interesting thing in this deck is, see, you've got a feminine falling out of the Tower here, and we've got two escaping, and then we have somebody trying to keep them in. Yeah, they tried to keep you, imprisoned. They tried to keep you in the Tower, but you're having a lucky escape. If they have a new partner, they're going to do the same thing. This person is in a repeat cycle. It's like they're not a real person. Yeah, they're just on their base instincts. They operate within their base instincts, within the root chakra. They're not enlightened, and they tend to blame everyone but themselves. But if you take yourself out of the picture, if you freeze them out, silence them out, then they only have themselves to think about. Yeah, they've tried to say that you are the problem, but you're not the problem. You are an angel of light. And it doesn't matter if you think to yourself, oh my God, I got so angry. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said this. Well, did you say the truth? Did they drive you to it? It's like karmic partner number one. You know, they drove you to crazy town and left you there. And we have this magical, mystical magician here behind the scenes. Yeah, this is somebody who makes it all look good on the outside, but behind the scenes, they're just a home wrecker. They're just they could be a sex addict, that kind of thing. You know, they're having their karma. They're trying to pretend that all is well, but really it's not. They're about to lose pretty much everything as they put you into poverty, as they're putting you into difficult times. Maybe you've stopped thinking about this person and all of a sudden you're going to receive some news. If you're tied to this person through children or through other family members or friends, you're going to receive bad news about them. But it could, but with the magician here, they're going, I just want to get another card on that. So what does this mean? So you're getting bad news. Yeah. Also, you need to shift your perspective and stop blaming yourself. You've had a lucky escape. Oh, the devil. Yeah, oh God, yeah, they're trapped now in their karma while you're free as a bird. Cycle is over with this person. You don't have to ever deal with them again. Everything's coming to a natural conclusion. Yeah, and see, there's the Hierophant. And in this deck, subjugation rather than initiation. You know, this is more devil energy. This traditional person, the slave driver, Two of Pentacles, juggled you, you know, yeah. So that's very interesting. So yeah, things are coming into completion as well. You're going to win the day. They could also be looking at you on Facebook, that kind of thing. But also they look on, they're on the computer. They could be looking at nude photographs, that kind of thing. There could also be something here to do with children and child abuse. Oh, that's getting a bit rough. I might just get some tea leaves just to finish the reading. So really for you, this is going to be a lucky escape for you, your children, your family. Yes, it's time to heal. Yes, it's been difficult with the Tower. There's a big shift coming. This person will burn in hell. Look at all these flames with the devil here. Yeah, they're trying to make it look all very good, but at the end of the day, they're going to be in their own private hell as they put you into hell. But what didn't break you is going to make you stronger. You're going to have a glow up. You're going to feel youthful. Yes. Okay, that came out quick. Peacock, beware of great pride. Yeah, this person's very, very prideful. They like everything to look nice. They want you to be perfect. It's like from the beginning of the reading when I was saying that they, you know, you're running around, you're doing it all while they sit around listening to music because they've been to work. And do not consider the fact that you're doing everything I already said at the beginning of the reading. So it's kind of like, and they want you to look good at the same time, right? Yes, and you did it alone. Like, you're not getting a lot of support here. It's almost like you don't really have a lot of family support here either, or you don't want to talk to your family about this because, yeah, maybe you feel a little bit embarrassed or awkward. Maybe they told you in the beginning, you know, don't do it, this person's not right for you, but you did it anyway. Yeah, maybe there's a little bit of that going on, but all is about to be revealed. You know, you're taking back your power, you're going full steam ahead. But if there is heart surgery, because there's a knife here on this strength card pointing to the heart, if there is problems with the heart or heart surgery, it will be successful. This person has a mechanical heart. Yeah, pacemaker. And we have rooster, see, again, an arrogant and boastful person you should not cross. Yeah, they make themselves look good while making you look hideous. Yeah. Yeah, you're the problem, of course you are. Look at all these. Oh, wealth. Yeah, wealth. This is 10 of Pentacles, so yeah. Yeah, money's more important, trophies, this kind of thing. They guard their money. They could have hidden money from you. And then casket, someone going out of your life or the end of a situation with the Tower. There could have been a death here if you've had a very cruel mother in particular with the 2 Queen of Swords in reverse. They've passed over and that was a karmic cycle over for you. So your karmic cycle's coming to an end as theirs begins. Key, successful outcome to your problems. And what's the Devil? And the Magician. Yeah, if this person poisons other people against you, but that'll all come to the light. People will see this person for who they are. Wall, oh, misunderstanding. Oh, it's all just a misunderstanding. Oh, is it? And stepping into a new experience. Yeah, this person cannot understand you. Your whole relationship is based on a misunderstanding. Yeah, they could also be lying to you about their health. Or they say you misheard or you misunderstood. I don't really know what's going on here. Sorry. I might just get one of these. Yeah. Lost in translation. Whoa. See, we have the Victory in reverse. We have, oh, there he is. The King of fucking Pentacles. Yeah, it's all just a misunderstanding. Yeah, they've left you poor. They've left you out in the cold. Yeah. You need to block them. You know, perhaps, yeah, no more perhapses. What's here? Oh, yeah, you're walking away. There's no victory there. The reading's actually just repeating. Can you see that card there? Yeah, you're walking away from all of this with the 8 of Cups. Yeah. They built a big wall between you and the outside world. They've kept you isolated. Yeah, they've taken money from you. They left you poor, really, and struggling. Yeah. But there's a successful outcome to your problems if you walk away from this situation and begin again. Don't be afraid. Help will come and you'll be proud of yourself. And we have the 10 of Wands here. So... yeah, laying down all your burdens. Oh, and there's the 9 of Swords again. It's just all repeat. Oh, and there's the Queen of Swords again. All just repeating. So yeah, it's time. It's time to go back to the beginning. It's time to leave this situation. It's just coming full circle. Anyway, I hope that kind of makes sense. You're not going to gain anything from this person. If you're staying for money, I understand that. But with the 10 of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles, there'll be a 50-50 split here and you'll be able to start again. You could actually end up going onto an online business or something like that. But they're trying to say, oh, it's all a misunderstanding, blah, blah, blah. But no, you know, again though, victory. They can no longer have this power over you as you walk away. Yeah. And they have to descend into hell with the 10 of Wands here. Yes. This person could be turning other family members against you. They're having a pity party. They could be saying there's something wrong with their health, but at the end of the day, it's just another way of getting the attention back on them. All right, love to you. Bye.